What's up, guys? HD Motorsports here, bringing you another broadcast of the NNR Racing League. And tonight, the boys go to the Lady in Black. The hashtag Darlington Stripe is in full force. Joining me tonight, as always, is going to be Pete and Pete. Darlington is one of those tough tracks. Going to see a lot of back stripes on that wall, possibly a few cautions. But coming into it, who is going to be your early pick to win it?
A man that said he's had multiple wins at this track in different leagues, J-Pa. We know he's got a lot of followers on your stream every week. That 22's going to victory lane.
All right, you got that 22 of J-Pa. Well, I tell you what, I didn't even switch the logo for this, but YOLO.
YOLO, you only live once.
YOLO, I did not switch any of the YouTube stuff. Huh, that's funny. But, I got Jose 720. We're going to go ahead and pick Jose. Yep. Jose is one of those guys. Darlington is one of his better tracks. He's very strong here. He can get it done. He's just got to get there. You know, he's strong every single week, and I think Darlington, he's going to punch his ticket in for the win and get that first win on the season for him.
He sent a tweet to the league earlier today and said this is his shot. He loves how rough the track is. The only thing is that, they were talking about maybe going single file for the restart. That's how worried these guys are about the race. But nope, these guys are going to keep it double wide. They're going to keep it in the gas all the way through that first turn. And yeah, we're going to see how those two lanes work out. And it looks like the timer has just expired, so they should be good to go.
I was just trying to change up this thing real quick. Change the logos so I don't look like an amateur. Uploading thumbnail. All right, YOLO, I hope that works.
I'm waiting on you. I still see Carol's beautiful face.
Carol's beautiful face works.
Carol's beautiful face works.
Yes, it does.
Especially for your future plan.
All right, well, that definitely didn't go as I envisioned early on. I'm completely forgetting to switch all the YouTube junk. But hey, we made it. We're here. We're live. You know how I do things around here. I just like to wing it.
Winging it. Winging it.
You already know, man.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. They are, I'm loading in right now. They should be taking their pace lap here in just a second or two.
There we go, look at that.
Yep, they are on their pace lap. And your stream is up. I see the scroll on the bottom.
What's going on, guys? How you guys doing out there? Yep, and there is that young gun. The young gun, CGMX Rose right there, has got the pole position down there in P1. On the outside, though, there's the man of the hour, the legend himself, Jose 720 and at 43. My pick to win this thing. Right behind Rose. And P3 is going to be the 18 of Rowdy. On the outside of Rowdy. And that number 1 car. Who's the number 1?
Now, Sweeter. Mr. Sweeterfeet.
Sweeter.
Oh, boy. And as you can tell, they're all in their throwback schemes, being Darlington. Some of the cars are definitely look a lot different. You know, look at that 43 Petty Blue machine of Mr. Jose 720. That's what's your name again? Oh yeah, HD. That's HD's pick for the night. And the 22 looks like he might be starting a little far back, so we'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah, it looks like they're actually going to go for another pace lap here. Elected to do 2 around the track. That gives us plenty of time to get in. I was wondering why Rose there had such a big lead coming to the start-finish line. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's going to get an easy turn 1. But, Knights, you know as well as I do, here at Darlington, that black stripe like we're talking about, coming out of turn 2, there's that massive, massive bump. You don't hit it all the time, but when you do hit that thing, you get wicked loose. It shifts your car up in the air, your back end spins around, and without a doubt, we're going to see multiple people right there have troubles tonight. But as they're coming to turn 3, again, Rose on the inside sitting P1. Another great qualifying effort for him. We always see him qualify up front. Usually P1 just hasn't been able to get it done here lately. But there's my man of the hour. Again, the 43 of Jose on the outside. We're going to go green this time by at the Lady in Black.
Yep, Jose's got that preferred line unless the 11 gets a really great start, because you got to be worried about that low line, whether you're going to get loosey-goosey or if you're just going to be able to stick it. But during this first and second turn or corner, they're going to be wide open.
And there goes a great jump from CGMX Rose. Rowdy right there following right behind him. Behind them guys, looks like it's going to be, is that the 42? I don't know. We all got different paint schemes. No, that's the 47 of 43 Jose. And he's going to make a quick move up for P2 as they are side by side heading down to turn 1.
Yep, they're going to see if they can stick that 18 of Rowdy on the outside. Looks like Rowdy might have gotten to the wall a little bit, and him and the 43 made a little contact. 43 was able to keep it going, though, so we're going to stay green.
Yeah, that's a great piece of driving from both drivers. Again, it's so tough to make it side by side through there through turn 1. They got contact. Rowdy got up into the wall, but they both somehow were able to hold on to it. It's going to bounce back here just a little bit because we got another side-by-side battle brewing as it looks going to be the one of Sweeter. He's going to be able to sneak by that 4. 4's going to sneak up in front of Jose. Jose's giving the bumper in turn 1, but they are going to hold it together.
Yeah, these guys are showing why they're the best default league on Xbox. As it looked like, I'm not quite sure which car that was. Got a little loose right in front of Rowdy. He, put it towards the inside wall, was able to save it. We're still going to stay green, but yeah, these guys were a little worried at first, but yeah, look at them now. They're rolling.
Yeah, it's going on. Thrills out there in the chat. Long time. Remember racing him back in NASCAR Heat Evolution the first game. But look who's up here in P2. We got Starlow sitting in P2. That's a great start. Great jump from him. Again, Rowdy's going to drop back to P3. Right behind Rowdy, we got some yellow machine. Again, all throwback paint schemes tonight. They got me all bent out of shape. Here's that 22 with J. Paul. He's actually sitting P4. Yep. That's J. Paul.
Yep, that is J. Paul. Your buddy Knights and mine too had to start in the back due to some qualifying issues. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit to see what he's got.
So far, over 5 laps though into the race. Everyone's holding together. I mean, we haven't seen anybody get too wicked loose as a car in the back gets loose off of turn 2, hitting that bump. Talked about it early on. There's the 18 of Rowdy up into the wall. And J. Paul is going to be able to get a good run down the front stretch, but just he's going to have nowhere to go with it entering turn 1.
No, this is a predominantly single line track. It's going to be interesting to see who's able to make any kind of real passes work, who's going to get those power and be able to advance themselves. Otherwise, I think we're just going to see a lot of single file racing. But nonetheless, the track, it causes action all by itself.
Without a doubt. Again, looks like Rose out there is growing his lead to about a 7 to 10 car length lead. But look no farther because that 18 of Rowdy. Let me get up to Rowdy here. I think we're going backwards. We need to go forwards.
Yeah,
there we go.
Rowdy's definitely putting some pressure on, is that the 47?
That's the 10. That's the 10 of Starlow.
Was that?
That's the 10 of Starlow. And Starlow's going to get into the wall. Rowdy with nowhere to go, though. I feel like maybe he should have cut it down. They would have went side by side, but I think Rowdy thinking better of it. It's early on. He didn't want to force the issue too much, but here in the next lap or two, he's going to have that 22 of J. Paul breathing down his neck.
Yeah, J. Paul, he told me a few days back, he said he's got multiple wins at this place in a couple of different leagues, and he was looking to have a real strong run. And I was told, I don't know how true it'll be, that even though he started in the league late, if he punches that win, because of the way the points are, he would be in. So he's got a lot on the line tonight, HD.
Now there's only 2 races left of the regular season as Rowdy is still working on Starlow up there while Rose is just smooth sailing, easy cruising machine. Up there at P1, he has grown it over a 10 car length lead. J. Paul is starting to drop off a little bit from Rowdy though.
Yeah, J-Paw might be giving these guys a little bit of room, seeing how wiggly that 18 is right behind that 10. Maybe thinking, hey, if they get together, I don't want to be a part of it. But I'm going back through the field a little bit, and there's a lot of guys fighting for position. That 4 car, Natty's he's down low of the one a sweeter feed. You got the 43. He's trying to make up some time on these guys. 4 cars in the wall. I mean, they're all over the place.
Yeah, I'm currently riding along with the 43 of Jose 720s. He's going to go to the outside of a more smoke, and they're going to go side by side down to turn 1. Jose, though, is going to back out of it. I think he learned his lesson early on when he went side by side with Rowdy. It did not work out. He lost a ton of positions. But again, he's faster than these guys in front of him. He's just got nowhere to go, as there is that 42 of a more smoke, a.k.a. Rocket Man. He's going to pass Sweeter, making his way up towards the front.
Yeah, they really, being single file like this, they really got to concentrate on racing the track. I mean, yeah, you want to try to run the fastest time you can to get up and pass the guy that's in front of you, but at the same time, this track will reach out and bite you. Everybody's going to have that stripe on their right side by the time the night's done.
Oh, without a doubt. By the time the night's done, I don't think anybody's going to have a right side on their car. But we're still going to follow along with the 43 of Jose. He was a front row sitter. Again, starting P2. He gets a run yet again on the outside of the 1. The 1 is Sweeter, making a smart move there. He knows that 43 is a little faster at this moment, and he just lets him go.
Yeah, that 43 is quick, and I'm checking on a lap count for us as soon as either Amore or Rowdy or even Carroll. I've got all 3 of their streams up tonight. As soon as one of them passes the start-finish line, but I think they said they were able to go, 27 laps, something like that on fuel. So once these guys get in, make their changes, I'm hoping that the racing stays like this because man, they're fast, they're in control. I don't want them to make it too loose to where we've got more issues, but man, so far the racing's been great.
Yeah, without a doubt, racing is going good, and I'm still on Jose as we got that 38 all over the place down the backstretch. He's able to hold it together. My goodness, that's great driving, if I'm not mistaken. That's the Aviator in the 38.
That is
great piece of driving from him.
The Aviator's pushing the 42 of Amore, and the Amore's going to take that eye line. He wants nothing to do with that slick low line, and all 3 of them are going to get, bumper to bumper, and they're trying to reel back in that 4 car of Natty.
Let's go ahead and bounce around a little bit more. Let's get up with Rowdy. Rowdy he's made the pass on Sterlo for 2nd place, so Rowdy's going to move up to P2. Sterlo back to P3, and there's that 22 of J. Paul trying to get him some Sterlo. He wants some action. He wants to move up into the top 3.
Yeah, he's not going to disappoint tonight. Not at all. I'm still looking for some great things out of that 22. Usually when he says he's got a rocket ship, and we're talking, and he's running some laps with me, or I'm running some laps with him. Yeah, he's usually pretty stout.
Here's the 1 of Sweeter coming out for the green flag pit stop. I guess he went down there on his own because it's kind of hard to get forced down there. So the first green flag pit stop of the night is underway with Sweeter. He's going to come out. Here goes the 10 of Sterlo. He's going to pass him. He's gone a lap down. But like we were talking about earlier, once they get those setups in, they're going to be running easily 2/10 to 3/10 faster. So he can make up a ton of time doing this.
Yeah, I just checked in with the Moore's feed right behind the 4 of Natty Dread. Natty's in 7th, the Moore's in 8th. And it actually looks like the 4 is going to pit this time also, right along with the 1 car of Sweeter feed. And he's got his counter going backwards, so he's at 165 to go. Boy, talk about being an optimist. 165 to go.
All right, here comes the 38 coming down for his green flag pit stop. So, yes, green flag pit stops are on the way. That's the 38 of the Aviator coming down. Top 3, top 4, top 5, all still out. The only thing is, Rose's lead has shrunk. Rowdy is cooking and a booking, and the 10 is following.
Oh, yeah. Rowdy said earlier he was going to be fast. If anybody was going to take this, they were going to have to take it from him. So even though the 11 car is showing strong right now, that the 18's reeling him in, and he has not had any adjustments yet. So could he be the one to call his own shot? Kind of like a batter pointing towards the stands, calling his shot.
Yeah, I know what you mean there. Rowdy's just able to hook that white line all the way around turns 1 and 2. Let's see his entrance into turns 3 and 4. That time looks like Rose got a little lower, but Rowdy's going to get a heck of an exit, and he's going to pick up easily a car length or 2 down the front stretch.
Yep, he's had the 11th draft. He's been pulling himself up, and he's going to be there. I'd say within the next lap and a half. And the 10 of Sterlo, he's just helping him. He's just pushing him straight up. And here comes the 38 out of pit road. So he's got his adjustments in. Let's see what kind of time he's making up on these guys that haven't pit yet. He's going to have to be really patient.
Yeah, it's another thing, though. Like, you get to the point where you got your setup in, you're going to be running again 2 to 3 tenths faster. You still got to be patient because he is behind these cars that are on older tires. It's going to be hard to pass. But Rowdy, within the next 2 to 3 laps, is going to be on that 11's bumper.
Oh, yeah. He's there now. The 11's got to be watching him in his mirror.
Yeah, 11 of Rose washing up the track, and Rowdy is there way before my prediction. Good thing I'm not a weatherman. Well, actually, I probably should be a weatherman because I was predicted about right as one. Rowdy was looking low into turn 1, thought better of it, backed out of it, and now we got a 3-car battle for the lead up here.
Yeah, Sterlo is he's hanging with these guys. He might be the 18's best friend if they can both get a little closer to the 11 or maybe duck under him. And Rowdy gave the 11 a little bit of a shot in the bumper, got them both loose. And the 10 car had to check up. Meanwhile, J-Paw's loving what he's seeing right now.
Yeah, J-Paw's back there loving it. Rowdy is definitely faster than Rose at this moment. You can tell he's getting such a great run through the center and off. You said the 18 got into Rose. Looked like Rose got a little loose. Rowdy did not have enough time to check up and got Rowdy loose. That's, again, a good piece of driving from the top 3. And there's Rowdy again getting a huge run into the center of the corner. Top 4, now you got a blanket on the top 4. Still there, Paul? Well, there's Rose. He's going to tap the wall a little bit. He's going down for his fresh tires. I think we lost radio connection with Pete here. Not exactly sure what happened. I think I hear you trying to talk. But there we go, side by side. Sterling, oh no, that's the Aviator to the outside. He's got that fresh tire and setup. You can see exactly what that's going to do for him as he's going to pull away from Rowdy. You'd almost expect Rowdy and these top 3 come down this time. Yep, here comes Sterlo. He's coming down. It looks like the other guy, J-Paul, staying out for one more lap. I'm going to go and switch over and see what's going on with Discord. Paul, you there? You're lighting up a little bit. Maybe back out and come back in. Is it me? Hold on. You there? Uh, 22 is actually currently in the race lead, but he stayed out. We're going to see how things cycle out as the 18 Rowdy gets a heck of a pit stop. Here comes that young gun, CGMX Rose, who pitted a lap earlier. He's actually going to fall behind Rowdy. So Rowdy with a heck of a pit stop. That M&M's, or Skittles pit crew, excuse me, one of the best in the business, hard at work, is going to shift him out to the lead. And there is that 22 of J-Paul. Come off a pit road right now. Looks like J-Paul's going to cycle out to third place. Maybe Sterlo might be able to get there. Sterlo hard up into the wall outside of turn 2. There's that bump we were talking about earlier on as CGMX Rose looking on the inside. And he's going to have to back out of it now. He was there. Clean driving between both drivers. Again, side by side, coming out of turn 4. I need a message. There's the message right there. We're going to be talking through the live stream. And there's that 24 Coey up in the wall as we're trying to figure out what's going on with Pete. But Rose not able to take advantage of that. He is right on that 18's bumper. Coming up to another lapped car here. That's going to be the 48 of Carroll. Carroll's going to try and give him some room. I think Rowdy is going to try and get him coming down. Whoa. Hello, test?
Hello, test?
I can hear
you got me now?
I can hear mine.
Yeah, but there's a big echo.
Okay, but now.
Hello?
Am I back?
You're back.
Hey, yeah, Discord crashed on me. Gotta love it.
Well, there you go, but there's Rose taking full advantage of Rowdy. He's going to bypass him for the lead.
I must have missed something. Has Rowdy not pit yet?
No, Rowdy pitted. Rowdy actually came out in front. Rowdy gets wicked loose out of turn 2. That's going to, whoo, Rose to the lead by a lot right there. That bump out of turn 2 got Rowdy. Rowdy's last lap was not good.
Thank you, Q-Dog. I appreciate it, sir. Yeah, something happened with my Discord, but I'm glad to be back. Let's keep this going. Yeah, let me catch back up where we're at here. The 11 got past the 18. 18 was loose. 11 is pulling away. 10 cars behind the 18. The 22 of J-Pop is now behind those guys. So it looks like the top 4 really hasn't changed all that much since pit cycles. It just looks like they've made those cars a lot more loosey-goosey.
Now you can say that from the 18 of Rowdy from the last turn. Here's Jose. Jose's actually making up quite a bit of time. Rowdy's now entering turn 1 as Jose's almost to the start-finish line, so he's about a half a straightaway away. He's actually closing in as it looks like that might be the 10 of Sterlo up in front of him.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. You've got the 22 J-Paw, the 10 of Sterlo right in front of him, the 18 of Rowdy, and the 11 says, see you later.
Yeah, here is Rocket Man himself. No, we ain't talking about Jim Kong-un. We talking about a more smoke up in here. The new Rocket Man on the block. He said earlier on that this is not his racetrack. Do not expect me to win, but we've heard that same sad story every single week, and the man's ripped off 7 wins this season.
Yeah, actually last week was his
eighth. I think it was his 8th,
yeah. Looks like got the 24 Coey making a trip down pit road. Looks like he's got a little bit of damage. Not sure if maybe this is just a late pit strategy. It looks like he got the 48 of Carroll on pit road as well. So we got the looking for some screens, some lap counts. They've got 147 to go. So we're probably going to be looking at a second round of pit stops here pretty soon.
Oh my God, that 10 of Sterlo just made a power move. If I saw one, excuse me. The 48 of Carroll was entering turn 1. The 18 checked up. Sterlo just gunned it and passed them both. Excuse me, that's actually turn 3 and just blew their doors off. That was a power move from that 10 car right there. Move up to P2.
Tell you what, Sterlo's been strong for the last several weeks. Maybe he'll get up here and challenge the 11. It looks like he's got a better chance than the 18 does right now. Wonder if that 48's really holding up the 18. The 18 can't quite get by on that high line, and he's got to be worried again about that low line. This is a really sensitive track.
Yeah, the 18's looking low this time on a 48, but look no farther because that 22 is right behind the 18. Let's go ahead and try and get with these guys. Here's the 18. Again, 22 was right behind him. He might have got a loose coming out of turn 2. What's going on, Airwolf?
Yeah, 22. He's still trying to hold on to the 18 of Rowdy. Right now he's got the 48 of Carroll right in front of him. Let's see, he's going through here a little bit.
Yeah, I think the 48 let the 18 by that time, and he's going to let the 22 of J-Paul go as well. So top 4 runners spread out a little bit, but they're all going to remain the same. As Rowdy's going to tap the wall. 18 tapped the wall, and here comes the 22 with a huge run down the front stretch into turn 1, just nowhere working. He's going to go to the outside of the 18.
He took it to the outside, gave the 18 a little bit of a bump accidentally on his door. The 18 was able to grab onto it, or hold on to it rather, and we're going to stay green.
18 or Rowdy is struggling right now.
Yeah, he's struggling. The 2-car Natty Dreads coming up right behind him as well. Yeah, 18, he might have made that a little too loose, or either that or that little tap from the 22 got his car just a little unsettled.
Or he got a little low. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but again, the 22 pulling a heck of a power move on the outside of Rowdy there. He's going to move up to P3. Rowdy's going to drop back to P4, and like you said, that too, a Stout Whiskey is hunting. He's in the hunt for P4.
Yeah, that MGD car looks pretty quick. He's really stable in the corners, where some of these other cars are a bit looser. I mean, I'm watching him now, and he's holding that line. He's high, wide, and handsome.
Look no farther, though. Guess who's made his way up into the top 5 right behind the 2 of Stout Whiskey. Look no farther, because that's going to be the 43 of Jose. As he's caught up to Stout, he's looking to pass him on the outside with a heck of a run. I think Stout Whiskey realized that he's got a faster car, and he just let him go.
Yeah, I don't think he really had much of a chance. And I'm kind of switching around to some of these guys' streams. I've been on Amore's the whole time. He's sitting back there in 8th. So I'm trying to find either Carroll's stream or Rowdy's stream to get a little bit different of a perspective. Right now, the 48 is in 14th, and he's got the 43 of Jose 720 right in front of him. And Stout and Fort Smitty both past him. You got Stout in 6th, you got Fort Smitty in 7th, and here comes the 42 of Amore Smoke right behind that 48 car. 48's going to pull down and let him go by. No sense in holding up a faster car.
You know, watching the last couple laps between Rowdy and the 18 and Jose and that 43, Jose's able to stick that thing down low through turns 3 and 4, while Rowdy is washing up to the wall. Rowdy's up into the wall again in turns 1 and 2, so he's got to make an adjustment on whatever he's got going on with his pit setup, because it is not working well for him. But if there's a guy who can turn it around there, Pete, it's going to be the 18.
Oh, yeah, Rowdy's always been able to control a really loose car. I just think maybe he got a little too aggressive with either the right rear or maybe a little too aggressive on the wedge, but he's still quick. I mean, he's been scrubbing the wall a little bit, but he's hanging right in there with the 22. They really don't look, it doesn't look like the 22 is really pulling away from him much.
And there's that 10 of Sterlo up in front of the 22. Looks like second through 5th right now is about equally spread out. That 11 of Rose, though, he has got a monster lead on everybody. He's just now coming out of turn 2 down the backstretch, and there is that 10 of Sterlo coming out of turn 2 while he is entering turn 3. So he's got a full stretch on second place.
Q-Dog, it looks like they've got 137 laps to go, sir.
Rowdy getting rowdy. Yes, indeed.
Rowdy is getting there.
But we do have to keep an eye on the 11 of Rose. He went down a couple of laps earlier than everyone else, but we saw it towards the last run. Granted, they were on the straight preset setup, so, you know, Rowdy might have went a little looser than Rose, but Rowdy ended up catching Rose.
Yeah. I mean, right now, the 11 of CDMX Rose, he's got about a full straightaway on second place of Sterlo, but he just actually went up into the wall a little bit. So wonder if he's fighting a little bit of a tight condition through 3 and 4, where I didn't see much of that from Sterlo. Sterlo's he's on the hunt.
We're going to ride along with the 12 car of Knights. Beautiful Menards yellow paint scheme. I actually like this paint scheme. It's actually pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, when we were at was it Charlotte or Atlanta, he bought this really, really bright 12 shirt. I mean, when we were there for the Pro League race, the inaugural Pro League race at Charlotte, you couldn't miss him. I mean, he was like his own son. He was so bright. Yeah. But I'm sure when he goes back and watches this, he's gonna he'll pick up some tips and tricks from these other guys, and make himself a little bit quicker. I know that he's already got himself a team. We're working on a team for next year. We haven't even started the chase yet, and these guys are already thinking about next season. So I'm looking forward to it too.
Yeah, Knights is going to get by the 37 of Pro Viper there, if I'm not mistaken. But right behind Pro Viper, that's going to be the 11 of CGMX Rose, your current race leader. So these guys are possibly about to go a lap down. So that was a big move out of the 12 car to be able to pass that 37, because there is no one in sight. So if he does go a lap down, he will be in that lucky dog spot.
Yeah, he was able to get by that 37 as Knights actually scrubbed the wall. If the 11 get by the 37, it might buy him a little bit of time, but these guys are nose and tail. So who knows? The 11 might be able to pull a power move and get right behind or right by these guys in one shot. As it looks like the 12 is either going to go ahead and try to pit, or is he just trying to? No, he's just trying to hold on to that car, or maybe just letting the 11 go. No sense in fighting and possibly causing a wreck and bringing that caution out. And 37 is going to go ahead pull into the pits now.
Guess who just made his way up to the top 3?
Uh-oh, is it that 43?
It's going to be the 43 of Jose 720. Past 2 cars in one turn right there. J. Paul got up into the wall. J. Paul is going to drop back to 5th place. Rowdy is sitting P4. Sitting P3 is going to be that 43 of Jose. Right up in front of Jose is going to be the 10 of Sterlo. And, of course, that young gun himself, CGMX Rose, your current race leader. Sterlo is actually coming down now for his second green flag pit stop. And there's the 18 of Rowdy coming down for his green flag pit stop. You know he was screaming through that whole run, I need to come down. I need to change something, because whatever I did is not working.
Yeah, no, it wasn't working at all. And if the 43 is able to make up any time on the 11, he's really going to have to, as you say, cook and book, because he's got a long way to go to catch up.
He's just looking so smooth. Watching him, even on these later tires, he's nowhere near the top of the wall or anything. He is silky smooth through turns 1 and 2 as well. He's looking good. I mean, this 11 might be praying this is a shorter race, because this 43 might be there before it's all said and done.
Oh yeah, he said on the league's Twitter earlier, he loves this track, and this was probably his best chance because of how good he feels on this track to punch that first win and lock himself into the chase. Although I'm pretty sure he's in the chase on points as it is, but everybody wants that win before the playoffs start.
Oh yeah, of course you want to win, but again, I mean, just look how smooth. I mean, he's pulled away from that 22 of J. Paul. I mean, J. Paul now is over a 10 car length lead. It was just a lap ago. He was right on his bumper, passing him. And now look how, the distance he's pulled. I'm not sure if Rose is actually coming down right now for his green flag pit stop. Jose is going to bypass him, and he's going to become your new race leader.
All right. Trying to catch back up with, there's the 43 of Jose. And yeah, like you said, he's got about a half a corner on the 22 of J-Paw, and looks like he's going to go yet
he's coming down pit right now.
He's duck down to the pits right now. Yep.
Now this is where you can make up a lot of time or lose a lot of time. Rose might be being a little more cautious. Looks like Jose pushed the issue right there. He's going to get in there. Look behind him. There's that 22 J. Paul, who got a heck of a pit entry because he is on his bumper.
Yeah, he got a great he made up a bunch of time on the 43 of Jose 720 going into the pits. J-Pod, he got on the brakes really late, but it looks like he was able to get it loaded up in time. That was great effort there.
Yeah, there's the 11 of CGMX Rose getting his lap back. Again, he's got that 48 of Carroll right in front of him. Again, Rose running a nice line through turns 1 and 2. Let's look at his line in 3 and 4. He's able to get down to that white, and he's sticking that bad boy down there. The only thing is he's got Carroll up in front of him. See if Carroll's just going to pull over, let him go by. Shout out Carroll, and here goes the 11 of CGMX Rose back to the race lead as the 43 is just getting off pit road.
Yep, and the 22 will be following him. Yeah, there's no sense in Carroll trying to race the leaders as a lap down. It's best just to try to stay out of the way, let these guys race it out. But yeah, with the 43 and the 22 just coming off pit road, it really goes to show how dominant that 11's been early this race.
Yeah, we got the 18 of Rowdy right on the bumper of Jose. The 10 of Sterlo is just in front of him. The 11, again, just checked out. He's in a whole nother area code. But if this thing goes green, I think the person he's going to have to be worried about is Jose.
Yeah, if Jose can catch him, maybe get a little bit of a draft off the cars that are a lap or more down, like he's trying to catch up Erlo right now, and pull himself up, pull the 18 up with him, and who knows, maybe if these guys can get hooked up, don't really know if because they're running different lines, I don't know if they can actually stay in a draft per se, as what you might see in some different tracks. But yeah, they're trying.
I think the biggest loser out of that pit stop, as someone is saying, where's the 22? I think it was the 22, J-Paul, because he's lost a ton of time to these guys. I mean, he came in right on Jose's bumper. Now he is well over probably a 20 car length lead. He's a whole turn away from 4th place. That's going to be Rowdy.
Yeah, I'm pulling up Rowdy's stream right now. I've been on Carroll's here. That should give me, and that is definitely not Rowdy's stream. I'm watching Blame Freddy here. That's not him. Let's see. Get to it.
Yeah.
Back in 10th. He's got Smitty in front of him, and then the Aviator.
Yeah, the 22 is currently top 5.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Oh, he's definitely top 5. But we need to get back up with these other guys because they are all over each other.
Yep. 43's caught the 10 car, Sterlo. He's been giving him a little bit of a bump. I guess maybe the 10's been checking up a little bit more than 43's had to. Like you said, he's really
Sterlo is actually up into the wall there. There goes Jose, and they're going to be side by side down the front. Oh, my God, I thought Rowdy's going to make it 3 wide. Down into turn 1. He's going to push the 43. Looks like the 10's going to check out of it. 10's going to lose 2 spots right there. 43 at the P2.
Yeah, and that 43, now he's got nothing but clean sailing to hopefully catch up to the 11 of CGMX Rose. That might be his best chance. He's gone from pole to last on that first or second lap, back up to P2. And we're at, I'm waiting on a lap count here as soon as Moore makes his way back around again. But you figure he's done that in less than half the race. Imagine what he can do in the other half.
Yeah, you can see it right now. He's actually starting to gap that 18 just a little bit. He's going to stretch it out to a 2 car. 18 gets loose at a turn 2 again. He was able to save it, though. Great piece of driving out of the 18 of Rowdy. I mean, we talked about earlier, Pete, about that bump coming out of turn 2. That thing is deadly, as you can barely see the 11 of CGMX Rose up there as he was entering turn 1. That 43 was coming out of turn 4.
Yeah, let's see if the 48 of Carroll gives the 43 the same courtesy he gave the 11 earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Just pulls
there he
down.
goes.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to. Good job, Carroll.
Yeah, that's a great piece of driving from the 48 Carroll. As again, man, this 43 is just on rails right now. Let's go up to CGMX Rose. He's coming at a turn 2 right now. 43 is halfway through turns 1 and 2.
Yep.
He's actually less than a straightaway.
Yep, they've got 116 to go, so the 43's got plenty of time. But if these guys have a caution and they get bunched back up again, the 11's really going to have something to worry about.
Yeah, 11 entering turn 1 right now, and 43 was just at the start-finish line.
Yeah, he's making up time. He's counting down.
Man, we'll check out that battle here in a little bit. As it looks like the 10 of Sterlo actually got by the 18 of Rowdy, so Rowdy's going to drop back to P4. Sterlo back up to P3, and Rowdy, man, it might be a little too loose for him still, as he's got Carroll right in front of him. He's going to stay to the outside, and Rowdy's going to squeak by him.
Yeah, Carroll just gave him plenty of room, no doubt. I'm actually watching Carroll's stream, and he literally put himself in the wall to make sure he didn't get in Rowdy's way. Again, another great piece of selfless driving by Carroll.
Here's the one of Sweeter. Haven't heard too much from him as of late, but he's got heavy left front damage on his car. It's bouncing around. Here's that 10 of Sterlo. He's got a little left front damage as well, but again, currently sitting P3. Here's the 38 of the Aviator, sitting just inside the top 10. The 2 of Stout Whiskey as well, sitting just inside the top 10. 22 of J. Paul, currently sitting in 5th place. I know we got a lot of J. Paul fans out there. Got the 40.
12 car of Knights is on pit road. I don't try to get back to him here. I don't know if he was actually. Okay, yeah, he's just pitting.
Yeah,
okay,
he's just pitting.
I was hoping it wasn't a blown motor. Okay,
No,
he's coming out right now.
You can tell when it's a blown motor. Blown motor.
Motor.
Yeah, murder motor. You know, that's about the same thing. It's dead. You can tell when it's a blown motor is when they're sitting dead perfect in their pit box. Because you know, the game ain't going to pit them like that. They're going to be halfway out the box, slamming into the wall.
Yeah, 12 car Knights actually looks pretty clean. Doesn't really look like he's gotten too many issues tonight. Not quite sure where he is on the track right now, but he's still out there, trying to make the best time he can. I talked to him earlier quite a bit. He said he was not going to have the car to beat by any means. He just wanted to keep it out of trouble, and come up with the best place, best finish as possible, which is what all these guys can.
Oh yeah, well there's that 40. We're following to 48 as he came out at turn 2. Again, hitting that bump, getting loose, but he was able to hold it together. That's a good piece of driving right there out of Carroll. It's going to bounce back to the 42 of a more smoke. Again, just sitting inside the top 10. He said it earlier on, too, that this is not his track, but look at his car. That thing is silky clean. Got a little ripple right there in the hood, but that's it.
Yeah, he just actually made his way past his teammate of the 47 Pro Viper. And he says it every week, this is not my track, but we all know what happens thereafter. Although tonight it does look like he's struggling a little bit more.
There's Dohar tuning into the chat right there. He said, Jose gonna win. I sort of think so. The man started in the front row, went side by side with Rowdy early on. Rowdy got into the wall. Jose got below the white line. Jose drops all the way to the back of the pack and works his way all the way up to P2, and he's definitely picking up time on that young gun. CGMX Rose in the 11. He is cooking and a booking. I still think this 43's got it.
Oh, yeah. And pretty soon the 43 is going to have the draft of the 24, I'd say within 10 to 15 laps, if that. And he's going to have something to help propel or pull himself a little bit closer to that 11 car.
I mean, just look how low he's... Let's follow a lap right now with CGMX Rose and just see exactly how he's taking his corners. So he's washing up, and there he is right there, washing up in turns 1 and 2. Let's bounce back to Jose. Look, Jose is down low through turns 1 and 2, so he's definitely got the better car of the two right now, I think. But anything can happen. I mean, these boys, got a couple more pit stops. I mean, we're just under probably 100 laps still to go here at the Lady in Black.
Oh, and Natty just did the best favor that Jose could ask for. He just pulled down and let him go. He knows he's got a fast car. He's been running down the 11, running down everything that he's come across, and he's on rails. He's ready to go. He says, come on, bring it back here, CGMX Road.
A driver I think that's really improved over the last couple of weeks, that's going to be the 2 of Stout Whiskey. I mean, early in the season, I don't think things were going his way, but as of late, the man's been running great, and maybe I just didn't notice it. But again, he is sitting about 6th place, and I think it's the 1 is sweeter behind him. I thought it was maybe the 10, but I don't think it is. So he's running about 6th to 7th place, this 2 is. And I think that's a good, strong finish. If he can crack a top 5, I think that would be phenomenal for Stout.
Oh, yeah. He was strong at Pocono, strong at Michigan, Chicagoland. He's been strong the last several weeks, like you were just saying. And, yeah, he's been progressing every week, showing that he's got a piece to contend. And I'd probably put him in the top 8 when it comes to the chase.
Well, the 10 of Sterlo, he's got some pressure now behind from that 38 of the Aviator, starting to march his way up towards the front.
Yep, they've got, I think that was the 4-car Natty Dread right in front of these guys. Wow, 38's definitely go a whole lot quicker through the center of the corner, and he's going to show that he's quicker coming off, too, because he's just going to pass him on that high side, and the 4-car Natty Dread's just going to pull him on by. Yeah, that was a great piece of driving by the 38 of Aviator.
Yeah, it's good work out of him. Looks like that 10 of Sterlo's got a little front-end damage on his car, as well as he's going to smack the wall coming out turn 2, and there's actually the 18 of Rowdy back there, as well as the 10's going to come down for his 3rd green flag pit stop of the night. There's the 18 coming down. They're on the same pit sequence, and I actually think the 38's a lap down. If I'm not mistaken, I think I just recently saw him pit. I think he's trying a fuel strategy.
I can definitely see what I can find out here. Right now, Carroll's not showing me much on Moore's channel. Moore has Jose 720, 10 seconds in front of him. And just as I say that, he cycled his menu, so I'm not quite sure where he's at now. But, hey, wing it as always, HD.
Nah, that's what I do best. I just wing it up here. So Rose is coming into turn 3, and Jose's halfway down the straightaway already. That's actually Rose up there right in front of him. Yeah, Rose is definitely getting bigger in the picture. How many laps we got?
I'll let you know as soon as Moore makes his way by here in about 20 seconds. But yep, okay, so Jose 720's in 2nd. J-Paw's holding steady in 3rd for all his fans here in the chat. Moore Smoke is 4th. Fort Smitty is in 5th, and Stout Whiskey is in 6th. But again, that's during a pit cycle, and they've got an even 100 laps to go.
So first time tonight, 43 got loose coming out of turn 2. Was able to hold it together pretty well, though.
Maybe you see the 37 of Pro Viper making his way onto the pit road. Let's. Yeah, the 11's got the 18 all over his back. The 18 still looks loose. He just plugged that wall.
Yeah, Tennis Sterlo. Now, the Tennis Sterlo was able, if I'm not mistaken, that's the Tennis Sterlo right in front of the 11 at CJ Max Rose. He was able to get by the 11, so he's going to be able to pick up that extra time on Rose on the 43. And the 18 yet again, loose out of turn 2.
Yeah, I think the 18 might have just gotten a little too aggressive with his change. I'm not sure if he's banking on a long run car, but you know, when you're running 21 or 27 laps, I mean, yeah, it's a long run at 2 times wear, 2 times fuel, but you got to tone it down here just a little bit. Otherwise, you're gonna meet the lady in black every lap.
You know, I think the problem is more or less is he's got heavy damage on the front end, so whatever he had coming into the night, as Rose is actually going to tap the inside wall while he's coming down for his green flag pit stop, and Jose is right behind him. He's got some left front damage on the 11 now. Interesting to see how that affects him. So I'm trying to get my words out.
Yeah, he definitely. I'm not sure if that was actually just as he was preparing to pull off towards pit road. It almost looks like he made a little bit of a right turn before turning left, and yeah, got kind of put himself in a wall there a little bit.
And we're going to follow along with Jose as he's coming down for his pit stop. Rose slams into his pit wall. Jose slams into his pit wall. Sugar. Go.
And while all that's going on, J-Paw has actually inherited the lead. And old points leader, 42 car of More Smokes works his way up to second. Fort Smitty's in third. Stout Whiskey's in fourth. And CGMX Rose is now 1 lap down. So once these guys pit, I'm not quite sure how far that's going to put him back, especially after a little bit of damage before getting on the pit road.
Well, I'll tell you what, the 43 is basically there. He is about 15 car lengths away. That pit stop by CGMX Rose where he tapped that wall killed his pit time. Let's go and bounce around a little bit, see if we can find. There's Rowdy entering turn 1 as 43 is coming at a...
43 is in the middle of the backstretch. He's going into the same turn that the 11 is. The 11 is actually dealing with a little bit of dirty air coming off of the 1 car from Sweeter Feed. So he's going to have to fight his way around. That might actually give the 43 a little bit more get up and go, because the 11 is definitely not going to be able to run the line or run the speeds that he's been running. I mean, the 43's clearly been faster than the 11. He's been running them down, but yeah, that 11 or the 1 doesn't really look like he wants to go that other lap down.
He wants to stay 1 lap down as Rose is looking low. This time they're going to go side by. Actually, they're not going to go side by side. The 1 is still holding on. And actually, Rose has got some tire exposed on that left side from that hit. That damage is a lot more than I thought it was, as Rose is on the outside through turns 1 and 2. He's going to smack the wall. That's going to help the 43 out a ton because he is here.
Oh, yeah, you can dig the 43's there. That all he needed was just the 11 to slip up just that little bit when fighting with the 1 in Sweeter Feed. You know that 11's got to be PO'd on their Discord. Why won't you let me go? And yeah, but Sweeter Feed has every right to fight to stay on that lap.
Without a doubt, and fighting he is doing, as the 1 is going to get loose at a turn 2. Jose's actually going to tap the wall coming out of turn 2 that time.
Yeah, and you know, while we see all this going on between those guys, Mr. More Smoke and Fort Smitty still have not made their green flag pit stop. So Smitty is showing 7 seconds. Actually, Smitty looks like he might be pitting right now, but Amore is actually still in the lead. CGMX Rose, Jose 720, and Sterlo are all 1 lap down right now. But the 42 looks like he's going to pit right now, and it's going to give that race lead back to the 11 of CGMX Rose. And yeah, we all see what's happening right now.
Oh, yeah, because that 43 is right on his bumper. And you know, one thing Rose doesn't want at the moment is a caution flag to come out, because if a caution flag comes out, he's got to pit. He's been out here for at least close to 10 laps while these guys are just now pitting, so they're going to be able to stay out. Jose's actually going to get loose that time out of turn 2, and he's going to lose about 5 car lengths on him.
Yeah, it looks like the 1 car, he's got the preferred line up top. He can really rock it off the corner, where the 11 has to be just a little gentle, but they're going to go side by side into 1 and 2.
Yeah, they're side by side, but the 1 is holding strong out there, and they are still side by side. And 43 of Jose, 11's going to clear them that time.
Yeah, we'll see if the 1 car actually fights the 43 as hard as he fought the 11 to stay on that lap.
1's actually up into the wall, so 43 is going to make quick work out of the 1. So 43 is about 3 car lengths out.
Yep, and now they've got the 48 of Carroll to contend with. But Carroll, he's really been pretty. Oh, he's going to slide up in front of the 11. Ooh, that was close.
Oh, that was closer than I wanted it to be. Woo!
Oh.
I almost guarantee Rose is steaming right now.
Wow, that was close. Okay, so after the pits, I'm going to get us a lap count here. I'm going to guess we're somewhere between the 80 and 90 range, maybe a little bit better than that. but off of the 42 stream, looks like the Aviator sitting in 7th place. The 8th place runner, the 24 car Coe, he's having a pretty decent night. The 9 car of A More Smoke is, I'm sorry, the 42 car of A More Smoke is in 9th. You got Fort Smitty in 10th, and you got Stout Whiskey in 11th. Just giving a little bit of love towards the rest of the field here.
Yeah, it looks like this battle right now, as it looks like Jose is going to mess up a little bit yet again. He's going to drop outside of 5 car lengths from Rose, as we're going to go and cycle around, see what else we got cooking or booking out here. There's that 47 Pro Viper passing the 24 Coe for Natty Dread. Don't see any action going on. Here's that 22 with J. Paul. He's got a pretty clean car.
Yeah, he's kept it pretty clean. I'm waiting on Carroll and see where he sits. Actually, he's in the pits right now, so I'll go back to a feed here.
Yeah, we got the 22 J. Paul right on the bumper of our very own Knights in the 12. Got it right that time by, and he's just gonna
the 1 and the 2.
Yeah,
that's right. He's
just gonna let the 22 go by. I think actually Knights might be a lap down.
Yeah, I think I saw him put a lap down earlier. I hate the on Twitch. I tell you, I just want my feed. I want my MTV. Yeah, Knights is actually in 6th place. He's 2 spots ahead of A More Smoke right now.
There you go. Knights having actually a very, very good night.
Yeah, he is on the lead lap in 6th place. He's got J-Paw right in front of him. So I'm not quite sure why he let him go. They were definitely fighting for position, but as that happened, the 22 was clearly faster than 12, and he saw that. Just want to keep it clean and green, and get these laps in the books. Next week we're heading on to Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the final race before the chase starts. And yeah, so go from one landmark track to the next.
Without a doubt, and I think him letting that 22 go is one of those situations where you said earlier on he's going to finish where he's going to finish. Well, I think he's happy where he's at right now, this very moment. He said, I'm sitting in 5th. I'm going to drop back to 6th. I'm just going to let him go. I don't want to risk, hitting the wall, racing him, hitting the apron, and just dropping outside the top 10. So I think it's a good piece of smart driving from the 12 of Knights.
Yeah, 12 just pulled down a little bit, let the 42 of A More Smoke go, and it looks like he's also going to let the 47 of Pro Viper go as well. So I'm wondering if Knights isn't trying something else. Either that or he's...
Oh, we got a battle for the lead.
He was one of the first to pit.
We got a battle for the lead as Jose has yet caught the 11 of CGMX Rose. Jose's got a good long run car, and he is there.
Yes, he is. He is all over his back bumper, and while the 11 has been running low most of the night, the 43 has really had that middle to high lane working, and they just actually put the 24 car, I believe that was, of Coe a lap down as he was heading into the pits.
Yeah, I think green flag pit stops are going to be starting here shortly, but the question is, can you pass him? Is the question.
Oh,
you can get to his bumper, but passing...
Only a lane and a half wide, it's going to be hard.
Passing is a whole nother story, and Rose ain't going to let it happen.
No, these two, I mean, Rose has had the lead most of the night.
Well, there's Jose with a big run out of turn 4. Didn't take it, though.
Nope, he didn't. I think they're really just having to set themselves up to get into the corner, so they're not riding the wall all the way through the second half. 43 got a great launch off the corner that time.
Yeah, sitting about a car length away. Watch this time through turns 3 and 4, and he's going to get under Roses. They're going to go side by side. Jose with the power move on the inside, cleared him with ease.
He was checking to see where his weak link was, and he found it, exposed it, passed it, and he's on his way. There's your pick of the race, HD. Move went from pole to last to first again.
Yeah, I honestly, seriously, there's one car I want to win this race. That's going to be the 43. I mean, he deserves it. He's one of the cleanest guys out there when it comes to league racing and racing in general. He's super fast. Darlington is probably his best track, and he's showing why.
Oh, yeah. He said it, and I saw just a second ago where you told him on Twitter he was going to be your pick this race. And, man, if this stays the way it is right now, man, he's got it. The 11 staying in his draft. You got the 37 kind of riding their coattails. I'm hoping that once these guys pit, maybe he can get his lap back. But I'm going to check in with Moore's stream here and get a lap count here. Moore's running 6th, J-Pop 5th. Rowdy's back to 4th. So even though Rowdy's had some issues with the lady in black, he's been able to keep it in the top 5, and they've got 75 laps to go, HD.
I'll tell you what, though, Rose is still kind of hanging on. Jose hasn't really been able to leave him. Rose is still right there on his bumper. He might be just lurking, might be saving some, but here he comes, coming at a turn 2. He's got a decent run. He's actually going to tap the wall a little bit, and that's going to extend Jose's lead.
Yeah, I almost wonder if the 43. I mean, he's faster than the 11. There's no issue with that. I almost wonder if maybe the 11's holding on just with his draft. Not to say the 11's not fast, but for the 43 to make up as much time as he has, he's clearly the class of the field tonight.
Jose getting a little wide that time coming out of turn 2. I thought he was going to tap the wall. As that, who is that in front of us? That's to a Stout Whiskey about to go a lap down?
Wait.
Yeah, that's the 2.
And camera. Yep. So the 2 is Stout. I don't have him on that. So I will switch a more stream over to Carol's to get a different perspective here.
And Stout's actually going to hit the wall coming out of turn 2, and he's just going to let these 2 guys go. That's a good, smart move out of Stout Whiskey right there. Let him go. He made a boo-boo, hit the wall, and I think he just went a lap down. He's now in that lucky dog position.
Yeah, well, 11th through 15th is Knights, Coe, Carroll, Sweeter, and the Aviator. Stout somewhere between 5th and 10th. So either way, a great night for him. So that just goes to show the pace that the 43 and the 11 have been setting.
You know, after that mistake at 11, he's actually caught back up to the 43 of Jose 720, so he is still hanging on.
Yeah, it looks like we got a retiree, a 38 of Aviator.
It's a tough break for him.
Absolutely. Loading it up, fixing it up, sending it on to Indy.
Gonna get an early start to his setups at Indianapolis.
That's right. Ooh, 12 car Knights hard in the inside wall. He's just now making his way back onto the track.
Yeah, we should see green flag pit stops yet again happening here shortly as Rowdy is actually coming out from his green flag pit stop. Rose is still on the bumper of the 43 of Jose. Now, I ask you, Pete, we saw the 43 of Jose actually take it about 3 to 4 laps farther than that 11 car did. Do you pit when the 11 does now?
Oh, you're going to have to. If not right when he does it, the very next laps, you're not losing too much time on those 4 Mr. Feelgoods. You got to do something. You can't just let him go.
You know, maybe the 11's learned something from this 43 because, like, he's not leaving him. I mean,
no, he's not.
He's caught him back up. And actually, here comes the 43 Jose. He's going to pit a lap earlier than Rose.
And if 1 lap means 2 to 3/10, it'll be interesting to see what kind of lead he's got when the 11 comes back out. And if he's still behind him or something happens, in 3rd place is able to jump in P2.
I will say one thing. The 11 made a mistake last time coming down pit road. It looked like right there Jose had a heck of a pit entry yet again. Is Rose going to pit is the question. No, he's actually going to stay out for 1 more lap.
I'll get a a lap count here in a sec, and see, maybe he's gonna try to. Well, if you're as sure of your car as the 43 has been, do you say, okay, you know what, maybe I can make up a little bit of time, back it down a little bit, or do you just know you got to keep it on the gas?
No.
Let's see, you got a lap count of 66 laps to go. CGMX Rose in the lead with J Pine 2. The 42 of Lamore Smoke is in third. Fort Smitty is made his way to fourth. Stout Whiskey is, and it looks like we're going to have caution. We've got caution on the track.
That is a tough break for Jose, because he is a lap down.
Yes, it is.
That shakes everything up.
Yeah, the 43 might have to prove what kind of car he's got yet again.
Well, he's gonna get it back.
Put him a lap down.
Well, he's not gonna pit here. So Rose and all them guys who are on the lead lap are gonna pit. He's gonna get it back at least, but
nope. Stout Whiskey's actually showing as the first car one lap down. Jose's behind him.
Yeah, but he's not gonna pit here, so he'll get the wave around.
Yeah, wave around. Yeah, there we go. So your running order right now, CGMX Rose. J-Paw's in second for your J-Paw guys in the chat. Let's see how they restack. Yeah, J-Paw's in P2. The 42 car of Lamore Smoke with his teammate in Viper on the outside, starting P4.
43 is going to drop all the way to the back of the field.
Yeah.
What a tough break right there.
Got Carroll kind of hanging off the back here a little bit. As they taking their pace lap, it seems like after we've watched 100+ laps of green flag racing, it seems like these guys are crawling now.
So weird to see everybody in one shot.
Right? Take a snapshot. You're not going to see it again.
Yeah, probably not, but there is the J. Paul fans out there in chat. Yep, J. Paul all the way up to P2. After that late race caution, we're just under 100 laps to go, if I'm not mistaken. Did we ever get a lap count?
Last time around, or last time I checked, was 66. So we're probably right around 60.
There we go, 60 laps to go. Man, what a tough break for Jose. I'm so heartbroken for him.
Yeah. Let's see, as they come to the flag stand, I'll get a lap count from Memorial Speed, and they are 61.
Yep, and we are underway with the 11 of CGMX Rose getting a good jump. Someone's down below the apron. And Pete, I think this is where we're going to start seeing problems because we're all close and people ain't going to give an inch.
No, not with 60 to go. They're going to fight for every position they can get. Looks like the top four are all going to be single file. Looks like that was the one car, Sweeterfeed, that just got put up in the wall. 42 is going to give him a little bit of a bump, too.
And guess who's
24?
Guess who's right beside the 12? It's going to be the 43 of Jose. He's made his way up inside the top 5 in one lap. Jose is coming.
He just told the 12 of Knights, get out of the way. He came under him and just, bye. Man, top 5, all single file.
Oh, I thought caution was out yet again, but look who's up in P2.
Yeah.
That's going to be the 42 of a more smoke rockin' man himself, finding his way towards the front lane.
This is his worst track, though. Worst track, HD.
Yeah, I've heard that story every week.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Q-Dog, I hear you. Let's go, J-Paw. He was my pick for the race. Same thing, Maverick. Yep, I hear you guys both. He's got some work to do. The 11's quick. That 43 is going to be coming.
And the 43 is actually passing the 47 right now. He's moved up to a P4. He's got that 22 of J. Paul in his sights. Yeah,
and then after the 42, he's really going to have to try to deal with his teammate. So see how this works out. Let's see. Boy, that 42 is. I think the 42 learned a thing or two when he spent some time behind that 43, because he's running the middle of the corner all the way through. As you see the 43 right on the inside of the 47 coming past the start-finish line. He's setting his sights for that 22. He's not backing down.
Oh, no, he knows he's got the car to beat, and he's going to try and make quick work of J. Paul. He's made it to the inside. They're going to go side by side down into turn 1. J. Paul thinking better of it. He's going to check out of it.
Yeah, he knows that 43's got a better car, faster car. No sense in holding him up, racking him up again if a caution was to come out. Oh, the 11 car got a little swirly. The guys behind him is going to be able to make up just a little bit of time. The guy behind, right behind Amore is now Jose's 720, so he disposed of J-Pa. He's got the 42 of Amore smoke right in front of him. He's going to try to duck down low inside the 42. 42 is going to scrub that wall a little bit. Jose made easy work of him, and he's going to set sail for the 11.
Round of applause for this 43, man. 5 laps. I don't even know how many laps that was, but he has made it all the way up to P2. He's got rockets on that thing tonight.
Oh, yeah. He's opening
Caution's out. Caution's out, too.
Yes, Oh, I wonder what that is for.
Bounce around.
The 2 cars got a lot of front-end damage. So, yeah. Now, does everybody pit here? With, I'm not quite sure how many. There's 54 laps to go. Everybody will have to make at least one more pit stop, depending on what you can do with fuel here. But Sterlo's going to get his lap back, and he was quick in the beginning here. And the top 5, CGMX Rose, Jose, Amore, Fort Smitty's in 4th, and J-Pa's holding down P5 with Stout Whiskey on his outside.
You know, another thing we got to keep an eye on is this point standings.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I know Fort Smitty, Natty, Dredd, Carroll, and if I'm not mistaken, someone else, I think it's J. Paul, they're all within like 10 points of each other.
Yeah, and that was some of the talk earlier with how late J. Paul actually got into NNR, whether he was actually going to be chase eligible. And I was talking about this with Knights, and he said they got to have 16 cars for the start of the chase. So whether Knights had already talked to Coe, the league owner, or not, I don't know. But yeah, that's what he was saying. So if J-Pa is able to win or get in somehow on points within the next 2 weeks, yeah, it's going to be really tight. And the 11's going to take them to the start of their pace lap. Actually, it looks like they're going to take a second pace lap. I thought they'd made their way around already.
Nah, they're coming to turns 3 and 4 right now. This is the first pace lap right here as CGMX Rose coming out of turn 4 down the front stretch. Jose's going to start on the outside of him this time by Fort Smitty in that 47. He's sitting P3. Outside of Fort Smitty, P4 is going to be that 42 of Amore Smoke, and we are green. I'm
kind of calling early start on that. The 11 was gone well before. I don't know. That judging off the 42s.
Oh, Carroll's going to go around. There's a huge wreck in the back of the pack.
Oh, the cars are flipping and tumbling down the. Yep. Here's the. They're going to rack them back up again, and there will be 50 laps to go.
Getting towards the end.
Yeah. So we'll see if the 43 is able to get a little bit better of a restart. He's really going to have to watch the 11 to see when he gets on the gas. We're going to rack them and stack them. Actually, it says we need the angry pa, not the J-pa, the angry pa mentality in that 22. So, yeah.
Ooh.
He's going to have to do something.
Well, Jose actually pits there. A little pit strategy coming out from the 43. He's going to drop back all the way to P5. Yeah, he's going to drop back to 5th place. So I kind of like that call, but 50 to go, so he's going to one more pit stop, and he's going to make it to the end.
Yep. Yeah, when you've only got 6 cars on the lead lap, 5 cars on the lead lap, I think the 6th car was the reason for that caution. I'm not quite sure, but for him to drop from P2 to P5 and have 4 fresh tires and a full tank of gas, no reason not to.
That's going to put the 47 of Fort Smitty on the outside of Rose, starting P2. Down there in P3 is going to be the 42 of More Smoke. J. Paul in the 22 is going to be sitting P4. Jose sitting P5 on the outside of Jose is going to be Stout Whiskey sitting P6. Sterlo going to be sitting in P7 on the outside of P7. P8 is going to be the 37 of Pro Viper. 24 Kobe is going to be P9. And on the outside of Kobe is going to be the 18 of Rowdy sitting P10.
Yep. Yeah, Rowdy, he was really hoping that he was going to have a strong run, but he's just never been able to get that car under him. I don't know if he started on too high of a preset, just wasn't able to get it under him, but we're gonna head back here, HD.
Yeah, we're underway yet again. Jose's actually going to be around. He hits the apron, somehow saves it, and he's going to drop all the way to the back.
Yeah, I just don't think he's got quite enough laps left in this race to make a charge again. He's clearly, I mean, he's not only falling to the back, he's behind every lap car also. So he's really hoping for a caution to try to get back up into P5, P6 again.
Yeah, he's definitely going to need a caution again. Tough break for Jose, man. No.
That's going to be his saving grace.
As the 47 of Fort Smitty is going to get loose out of turn 2.
Yep, he's going to allow the 22 of J-Pod to get by him. And here comes that 2 car, old Stout Whiskey.
Yeah, J-Paul moving up to P3. There's that 42 of More Smoke sitting P2. 47 Fort Smitty P4. Stout Whiskey in the 2. Great running. Oh, my God. The 42 kills the wall.
Yeah, he plowed that wall down. And caution is not out yet.
It's not out. It's not out. Caution's out. There we go. Caution's out.
There we go.
43 is loving it. A lot of cars got in that wreck. They're going to have to repair. 43 is going to make up a ton of track position.
Yeah, he'll have to. Wow, that hurt. I don't know if he hit the safer barrier sticking out there or what that was, but whatever it was brought that 42 to a dead stop, and everybody, it looked like Talladega all over again.
I don't even know what happened. This 43 just went head first. Yeah. I mean, 42, excuse me. 42 went head first, yeah.
Yep. And J-Paw's got a ton of damage. 47 of Fort Smitty's got a ton of damage. Man.
And he was just sitting in the middle of the track, and sitting in the middle of the track at Darlington is a no-go because there's just nowhere to go around, especially in turns 1 and 2. 43 is your new race leader.
How about that? Well, the 11 had to pit sometime. So when the 43 pit before, let me get a lap count here. As soon as they come by the start-finish, there is 39 to go. Everybody's still going to have to stop once, but with the 43 out front, he can try to get that time away, knowing that not only is he going to have to pit once, but everybody else will too. He's been faster than the 11, faster than the 22. You got Rowdy in P3. You know he's going to be aggressive. We'll have to see how this shakes out, HD.
Yeah, the original top 5 starting to migrate their way back up into the top 5 because Sterlo sitting inside the top 10 looks like he's going to be starting P9 on the inside. That inside line is crucial. Well, actually, no, he's not sitting P9. Where is Sterlo?
He is, yeah, I think you're.
Am I right? I just guessed that right. Look at that. I should play the lottery tonight.
Yeah, how about that?
Should play the lottery.
Yeah.
We're going to follow along. Actually, CGMX Rose here off to start on the inside on P5. He's going to be starting as Jose's taking him around turn 4. Going to take the green flag this time with probably under 30 laps to go, if I'm not mistaken. Is they're not going? What's going on? I think Rowdy got a terrible. No, they're going another time.
No,
they're not. What is going on?
I think Sterlo got a little bit of a push from the 22 and wanted to back it up, make sure he didn't get to the start-finish before the 43 did.
I don't know. There's a huge checkup, and Rowdy yet again is loose out of turn 2.
Yep, that's been his Achilles heel all night, that bump. And 43 is going to get a little bit of distance between himself and the 10 car of Sterlo. Then you got the 11. He's made his way up to P3.
Yeah, the 11 got a good jump off there, picking up 2 spots off the get-go in the first lap. 10's up into the wall. 11's looking to pounce on him.
Yeah, and what the 43 is seeing from his rear view right now, he's got to like it because everybody's single file. Very little, double wide action in the back. Everybody just wants to keep it clean, green. Although the 11 car, he wants to get by that 10 of Sterlo if he's going to have any chance with about, what was there earlier, what did I say, 50 to go. Now they're at 149 out of 184, so just about 35 laps.
Well, the 11 got by him. He pulled a power move going through turns 1 and 2 as the 10 is going to get loose that time coming out of turn 2, and the 18 is going to move up to P3.
And all is happening behind the 43. He's just able to skate away a little bit more. The 11, he's going to pick up the draft of the 43, but I don't think he's going to be able to do much with him. And that's really been where the 43 has been able to not only make up time when he was around earlier, or when he was behind earlier, I should say, but right now. So, yeah, he's got to try to gap as much as he can from that 11. And it looks like the 18 and the 10 are going to be side by side through the corner with the 40s. I think that's the 47. And then we've got the 22 J-Pa.
Yeah, the 10 making a power move. Going through turns 3 and 4. Looks like Rowdy might be trying it back in turn 1. Nothing working, though. He's going to wash up the track. The only thing, though, between this 11 and the 43's got a little bit older tires. Rose just pitted that last caution.
Yeah, it was, 5 laps before the next caution came out. So, yeah, while his tire was a little bit older, he was all the way in the back. Maybe he wasn't pushing all that hard, hoping for another caution. He had the 37 with him back there, so he had a little bit of help. But, yeah, I kind of see just how much his tires wore.
Red Spade is currently first and second. 43's leading, 11's in second. 38 blew his engine. He's out for the race.
Yes, he is. Kind of working my way around a couple cameras. Looks like the 10 moving up that 18 of Rowdy a little bit. And then behind him, that's the
42 of them more smoke.
42 of them more. Yeah, and then J-Pa. So I'm going to get back to Moore's speed. Moore is in 5th place. J-Pa's in 6th. Smitty's in 7th. Sterlo's 3rd. And that 18 of Rowdy sitting P4.
Yeah, currently riding along with the 18 or Rowdy just to see what's working, see if he can pressure Sterlo just a bit. I mean, these guys been battling all race long, this 18 and the 10.
Yeah, Dawson definitely a rough break for the 38. He was pretty strong earlier. Not quite sure what happened. Maybe belt fell off. Or who knows? But yeah, he's been retired for a little over 100 laps now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Turns 3 and 4, the 18 actually gave the 10 a little bump, pushed him off the track, but the 18 again getting loose at a turn 2.
Yeah, you watch as he comes off to try to get it straightened out again. His car actually turns back to the right before it goes straight. So see what happened right there again. Yeah, he's having to point it away from the wall coming off the corner. Oh, man. When you're having to do that, you are fighting a wicked car.
Oh yeah, definitely. As the 18
J-Pa's coming down pit road.
The 18 actually got by the 10, but the 11 of CJ Max Rose is on the 43's bumper.
Yeah, he's caught him, and they've got a pretty decent gap back to the 18 at Rowdy.
I mean, I think when it comes down to it, these two right here have been the fastest all race long. Definitely the most consistent.
Yeah. Whatever the 43 was doing earlier in the race, he's got to get back to that and not necessarily worrying about mirror driving. He's just got to set his sights, worry about the track. As DW would say, run those qualifying laps every lap and do your thing. The 11's going to have to pass. Got to pass you cleanly. So, yeah, we'll see how this out. Hey, God Power, thanks for checking into the stream. Missing you tonight in that strong 21.
And I think when it comes down to a level of respect, I mean, you know, there's guys out there you might race a little bit harder than others, right? I think when it comes down to a level of respect between these two, I think these two respect each other 110%. So like you said, I don't think Rose is going to force the issue too much. You know, he wants to win, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's going to wreck the guy in front of him to win it.
No, he's going to wait and see if the 43 messes up, opens the door. Then he's going to try to walk right through. He's not going to make, he's no bones about it. He's going to do what he's got to do. But, yeah, I don't think he's going to throw the car or send it as the theme was last night for your Pro League race. But he's going to do whatever he's got to do to try to get by at the same time.
I think you can definitely tell the 11's a little bit faster right now, but again, that's that 5-lap fresher tires. I think you give it a couple more laps once these tires start equaling out. You know, you might see the. I don't think the 43 is going to pull. I think they're honestly pretty even. I think what the 43 is better, honestly, is getting on pit road. I think he's getting on pit road is where he's making up a ton of time on the 11.
Yeah, he made up a ton of time going on. Coming off pit road, but he's also had a much better. If you think about it, earlier in the race, every time he ran down on 11 was in the late stages. So he might be waiting for the 11 to fall off as the 11 just kind of scrubbed the wall coming off a little bit. Could be that the 11's just hoping he can hang in the 43's draft to keep up pace.
Yeah, I know their teammates. Someone was just here talking about it, but you get to that last lap, they're on their teammates.
Nope. There definitely are no teammates. The 43 wants this. They are friends off the track, but the 11 to put it in victory lane all the same.
Jose actually gapped them there just a bit as we're starting to see green flag pit stops underway.
Yeah, and next time around, I'll get a lap count from Amort. And right now, so we know who's in first and second. Not quite sure. I think Rowdy was still in third. So then you're going to have Stout Whiskey in fourth. Coey is having a great run right now in P5. More Smoke is in sixth. Durlo's hanging on to seventh. And J-Paw pitted early. So we're kind of curious to see where it pans out for him. But he's sitting P8 right now.
So these guys are already pitting. We got to be under 27 laps to go.
Moore's coming off now. There are 22 to go, HD.
So now you start getting into the pictures. When do these guys pit? I think lap 20 they come down. I think Jose is going to come down around lap 20. Rose might stretch it 1 to 2 more laps. Again, the fresher tires. But I think within the next 2 laps, this 43 is coming down.
I thought maybe the 11 was going to duck down right there, but he just got loose coming off. Yeah, they're not going to push the issue. They're both making time on the 18 of Rowdy. They don't want him anywhere near him. Yeah, they're just going to stick the tail. One's pit.
Honestly, I think he comes down now. You're starting to run into lap traffic up in front of him, Jose. I think you got to come down now. You don't want to mess with anything in lap traffic. You want that clean air. So if I'm Jose, I'm possibly coming down this very instant. He's actually not. I don't know if he thought maybe the guy in front of him was going to pit or not. He's going to stretch it at least 1 more lap.
Yeah, we saw the one car earlier really fight to stay on the lead lap. I'm kind of curious to see if he's going to give the 43 a fit or if he's just going to let him go. It looks like he's going to stay right in the same line as the 43, and the 11's really going to have to check up.
Nah, one lets him go. One just lets him go.
Car pulled down,
actually, they're both coming. Yep.
Right now.
Jose's going to wash out wide. Rose to the inside with the heck of a pit entry that time.
We'll see. We'll see if he was too hot, though. That was going to be close. They were both braking. Wow. They're gonna come out kind of nose to tail. But you see the gap that they've got on pit road. It's a good 1 or 2 pit stalls. So the 11 may come out with the pit advantage. We'll be curious to see if any of them actually sped in though.
It's definitely going to be interesting. We're going to see who wins the race off of pit road here, because that very well could decide your race winner here at Darlington.
Yep, it looks like the 43 car just had to back up into his stall a little bit. Then
11 is off, 43 is off, so CGMX Rose is going to be your new race leader once this thing cycles through.
Yeah, and look at the distance those two pit stalls were at pace speed. Wow. Yeah, he's going to have some time to make up again. I don't think with, maybe 16 laps to go, something like that, I don't think he's going to be able to do it. The 11 may have just taken this getting on to pit road. And just when we said earlier, the 43 that's where he's been better. So yeah, we'll see how this works out. And Amore just went by the flag stand. They've got 16 to go.
Well, that just tells you that we have no clue what we're talking about.
Rowdy's in first. Stout Whiskey's in second. Amore smoked. MX Rose. They 720. That's your top 5 right now. But Amore has not pit yet. I don't think Stout or Rowdy has either.
Yeah, I don't think those guys pit. You know what? Caution comes out right now. I think the 11 and the 43 races they're both over.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. CDMX Road. Jose 4th and 5th. Rose 1.5 behind him.
I like the strategy call out of Rowdy out of the 42, and these guys running a little bit longer just in case that caution does come out. I like the strategy. That's a great strategy call.
Yeah, it is. It really is. But with everybody, they don't have the same perspective that we've got, seeing how out everybody is. I mean, as far as they're concerned, maybe there's something going on somewhere on the track. They can't see that there's big gaps right now. I'm still really glad to see that there's been retiree in this race. I think we started off with 15 or 16 cars. We still got 15 making their way around this tough track. Did I lose HD?
No, I'm here. I was looking at something as Rose is actually going to pass the 42 of Amore Smoke. And man, I'm just heartbroken for Jose.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely
I mean, I'm happy Rose is going to win. Rose is actually going to smack the wall. Don't want to do that one too many times.
No, you don't. Look like something must have gone on with Jose, because he was right on his tail, and unless the draft 42 pulled him up and he was able to get by the 42. As you said, Jose's now a second and a half behind.
You might want to unplug your mic and plug it back in. Kind of sound like a Decepticon. And I'm an Autobot, so we don't want a bunch of robot wars happening up here in the booth.
No, we don't. Is that better?
You're good.
All right. Jose's making up some time on Amore. He's still about 1.6 behind Rose.
Yeah, we got to be under 10 to go, though.
I can check on that here in a sec.
Amore's also a lap. No, I think. No, yeah, because Amore hasn't pitted yet, right?
No, Amore hasn't pitted. Neither has the two Stout Whiskey. And whoever's.
Well, there's the 18 of Rowdy. He's coming down for his green. He's just coming down right now.
Okay. So. Yeah, okay, the 42 is going to allow the 43 to go. And they. I missed the lap count. 42 flashed by so quick. All right, 42's on the back stretch. Jose is just now getting into 3 and 4. He can see the 11. He's getting closer and closer. And we have 8 laps to go, HD. He's
going to need this 11 to mess up, or this 2 of Stout Whiskey to really hold him up. If Jose's going to have a shot at least getting to his bumper to maybe put it to him. And I think we got some pit strategy calls because you might see some two-tire stops.
It could be. The two of Stout Whiskey's. Whoa, that was close. Yeah, the 4-car Natty got really loose off that corner as the 11 went by, and the 40 and the 2-car kind of held it up high and let the 11 go. I think with that move right there, I don't think the 43 is going to be able to catch him. The 43 is having a little bit harder of a time making his way through lap traffic.
Yeah, 4-car Natty's up in the wall again. 43 actually made it pretty clean through there. Both cars got up into the wall. It's like the seas parted, and he was able to get by.
Go. Yep.
43 is definitely catching.
Yeah. 43. It is exactly 1 second. 3.1, 2.1 behind the leader. So, yeah, exactly 1 second.
Going to watch. As you can see, he's able to stick it down on those dotted white lines. Rose washes up just a bit. Just not going to be enough time. I mean, we got, what, about 5 laps to go here.
Yeah. He's knocked it down to 9/10. Yeah, I don't think the 43s they are matching lap for lap now. Rowdy must have just pit because they're making up a ton of time on him. He was really hoping that a caution was going to come out.
Oh, he's definitely hoping. If Rowdy just pit, he pulled a pit strategy. Rowdy went down pit road. I think he went with like just gas and go. So really, Rose isn't even your race leader right now.
No, he's not. Nope, he's I can't see where he's at. I was thinking once Rowdy pit that Rose would become the race leader.
Rowdy's in turn 1. No, turns 3 and 4.
I wonder if he's backed it down. That's why it was showing that they made up so much time.
Is Rowdy your leader right now?
Rowdy is the leader right now. Yep. Oh, no, okay, no, he pitted. All right, so Rose is your leader now, right, and Jose is 8/10 behind him.
How many laps we got?
To let you know here. We got to be under 5.
No, we got to be close, yeah.
Two to go.
Now, 2 to go. White flag. This time by, if I'm not mistaken, unless there's a huge delay on his stream, which is very possible. We could be white flag right now. There's the 12 and Knights down low, just letting first and second place go.
That 43's got the 11 strap, but I think it's going to be too late, HD.
Yeah, white flag in the air. Right now, he's praying and hoping that this 11 is going to mess up just a little bit. It can't happen. If it is going to happen, it's going to be in turn 2. He's going to stick that. Maybe he hits the wall at turns 3 and 4, but I doubt it. It looks like that 11 CGMX Rose is going to be a race winner here at the Lady in Black. He has tamed her.
And guess who's going to bring it home? P3, the man who says, I hate this track. I can't run this track. This is definitely by far my worst track. Mr. Smoke, Mr. Amore. But tonight, it's all about the 11 and the 43 and the show that they put on, HD.
They put on a heck of a show. That's a good racing between those two.
Yeah, absolutely. All kinds of respect.
Really, a lot of good racing out there. The 10 and the 18 had a lot of good battles.
Yep, the 10, the 18, we can't leave J-Pie out of that.
22, yep. Yeah. A lot of good battles out there tonight.
Yep.
A lot of good stuff.
Absolutely. So CGMX Rose, Jose 720. You got the 42 of a more smoke. Sterlo brought it home P5, and D4C Rowdy, no matter how many times he's pointing the car right when he needs to go left, he brought it home P5.
Let's bring it to the booth.
To the booth. Great run. Great runs.
Yeah, good race. Just waiting for a more smoke. Who? A more smoke finished third, you said?
Yep. More smokes. Finished third.
Come on, man. He's got to be used to coming up here.
There he be.
All right, there we go. There we go. More smoke. HD got a copy.
Yes, sir. I got a copy.
Buddy, I thought this wasn't your track.
Yeah, I wasn't that fast.
You weren't
It was
that
all strategy.
fast, but you're still up here talking to us.
It's all strategy. I knew I wasn't the fastest car, so I tried to
So
do some
go.
strategy there through the race. And
Tell us a little bit of your strategy. It looked like you were staying out a lot longer than those front
Yeah.
runners. You were stretching the field. Is that exactly what you were doing?
yeah, I thought that I could. I was definitely gonna make it on, 2 more stops there at the end, and I think Rose might have been able to stretch it. It was close for him. I don't want to say he could have, but it was close for him. But I was definitely behind him after that. All the pit stops ended, but then a caution come out, and then I knew it wasn't that fast. So I tried to take 2 tires at the end. They blew my doors off. So, but I took a 3rd place finish after a long. That was a long race, though, man. It was really long. It's a tiring race.
It's actually pretty good, man. There's a lot of good battles out there. But hey,
Oh, yeah.
top 3 finish for you. Can't go wrong with that. Pete, if you don't mind, I'm actually going to take Jose
Appreciate it.
here. And you can take the race winner. Jose, you got a copy?
Yep.
Man, I'm heartbroken, man. I really am.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted you to win. You had a heck of a car out there. You went to the back early on, worked your way all the way back up to the bumper of Rose. Just tell me through, like, your emotional ride through the whole race. What was it like?
Excited throughout the whole race except the last 15 laps. I don't know. I kind of messed up my entry to pit road, but I was still right behind Rose, but the game kind of gave me a 16.4 second pit stop, so that kind of screwed me on that one. I think Rose got like a 15.4 or something like that, but I don't know. I don't know what could happen. I probably would have had, I don't know, maybe another lap or 2, but I still got a second, so a good 1-2 finish for a red spade.
So looking back at it, though, you wish you would have did something a little bit different?
Not really. I kind of wish it would stay green flag the whole way, but usually when I wish that, it doesn't happen. I was kind of scared actually when I hit the apron because I'm like, oh, here we go. They're not gonna hit a green flag run, and I'm not gonna get anything out of this. But thankfully that caution came out, and I didn't get any damage from that.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll tell you what, it was a heck of a ride for me, man. I was rooting you on the whole race. Again, just came up just short, but hey, can't go wrong with the 2nd place finish. And Pete, why don't you go ahead and take Rose? Pete! Pete!
I gotcha.
Don't make me talk to this young guy.
I tell you.
Don't make me talk to this young guy.
Doesn't work. I just got to add on to that a little bit, HD. Jose, we watched you take the pole and fall all the way to the back in like the first lap or 2 when you and I think it was the 18 got a little bit of contact, and you worked your way all the way back up to P2 before the first half of the race. So I got to give you credit, man. You called your shot earlier on the NNR Twitter, and you just about pulled it off, man. Don't be down on yourself. That was a great run, bud. Great run.
I almost had it. I know.
Yep, you did.
I should have won that one.
Hey. But just keep the momentum going. We got Indy next week, and then the start of the playoffs. You'll be hitting your stride right when you need it. Great run, man.
Thanks.
Jose, 720. You got me, sir. All
Yeah.
right, excuse me, CGMX Rose,
No
excuse me, the other young gun, as HD likes to say, do you copy?
Yeah, Jose. Kind of close.
All right, Rose, you pulled away in the beginning. Everybody got kind of single filed out. You were gone. The only other car that would have had anything for you in the first half was the 43, but he got relegated to the back due to contact. How'd you get that? Keep extending the lead in the beginning, and what would you have had to do if Jose had gotten to your bumper in that first half?
Probably would have just had to make adjustments a little quicker to make it better on the long run, because that's definitely where he beat me. Because the short run we were pretty equal, but once we got into the run, it was kind of over. He was so much quicker.
And as teammates, were you guys sharing your information back and forth, or saying, "Hey, no, with the chase this close, I need my points," or were you guys just keeping it completely separate?
Nah, we were just keeping it separate, just running the race and seeing how it would play out.
All right. Anything you think you could have done differently during the race?
No, I was out front most of the race, and my strategy worked there at the end. So, yeah.
All right, and I gotta jump on HD's coattails. Any shout outs? Old Pop Valley maybe, or anybody else?
Yeah, my team. I want to shout out Jose for racing me clean.
Absolutely.
If it came down to me being behind him, I was definitely not going to move him. Just the amount of respect we all have for Jose, because he's just one of the nicest guys out on the track.
You are reiterating everything that HD and I said about you guys when you were nose to tail in the latter stages of the race. I definitely, I congratulate you. Both had a great run tonight, great win, great points going into the chase. You've been on a tear the entire season. We can't leave him more out of this. He's back to a third place finish. First half of the season, he averaged a P3. So, man, what can you say more about this top three, HD?
Nothing.
I think you said it all.
I'm just gonna say you took the words out of my mouth. There we go.
There we go. No, great finish tonight. P1 through 3. Great battles all the way through. And yeah, HD, it's all you, sir.
All right, guys. Again, great race by everybody out there tonight. You also got to shout out the 18 and the 10 of Sterlo, man. They had a heck of a battle all night long between those two. But, guys, this has been another broadcast of NNR Racing League. Make sure to tune in next Thursday for the final regular season race of the season. Points are getting tight towards the back, and who's going to make it in at the Indianapolis 250? Make sure to tune in next week around 9 Eastern. And until next time, guys, we'll see you on the track.